You're watching The Edward Fowler Show. Now, here's your host, Edward Fowler.
And a very good evening to everyone who's tuning in this evening. 271 of you are. Thank you so much. And tonight, or this afternoon, depending where you're watching this on, or if you're listening to this, even better, we're joining you from another episode because of the fact we're hyping up October the 12th for good old BYB next event coming to Leeds as well. A few weeks ago we had on another fighter who's coming across the pond, but this time we've got somebody who is from our pond, who's a Welshman, and you're going in the middleweight division against I think it's is it Joe Fitzpatrick?
No, I fought him 2 fights ago. I'm fighting Scott McGew this time.
Yeah, that's right. Scott McGew, that's right, yes. And the reason I say Joe Fitzpatrick's because of the fact that you did a hell of a battle with him a few fights ago.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that was a very tough fight, that was. And he's doing extremely well. He's underlining the card now.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you got a good challenge ahead of you, and you're still undefeated as well in the BYB. Got to make that point. And how does that make you feel? Every time you hear that when someone says to you that you're the undefeated fighter, does that make you proud at the moment?
Oh, super proud, Jimmy. I'm still undefeated. I'm undefeated in all the unlicensed boxing, the form stuff boxing. I still haven't been beaten yet, so I still haven't actually had that feeling of getting beaten yet, and I'm hoping not to get that feeling. I'm still living on the high buzz of the winning. I train hard to put everything into my camps. I'm a better fighter every fight that I fight, so I'm hoping to come out with the other win and come out with the world title this time.
Yeah, and as you can see, there's the graphic on your screen. It's going to be fantastic, and right there in Leeds, and making their debut in Leeds. I know you're from the BKB side of things, so was that quite an interesting transition for you? When BYB came over and took over?
That's at the start thing. Oh, but then again, it suits me to the ground even better because it's more of a front foot fighting game. Owning the centre of a ring. A lot of back foot. There's a lot of back foot fighters in the PKB which are going to struggle with the merge over, so they got to get used to fighting on their front foot now. The ring's a lot smaller. There is a big adjustment to the timing as well. For going from 2-minute rounds to 3-minute rounds. There's a massive difference, especially when it's 6 threes now, not like 3 twos or 5 twos. So it's double the time in the ring. Much smaller ring. It's the clinch work as well this time round, so that's a lot. Been learning a lot of clinch work. So there is a massive transition, but I'm looking forward to getting there and giving it a go.
Yeah, as you said, a lot of different things to get used to, as you mentioned, and it was there one aspect which might be the toughest for you to adjust to, or are you going to be able to find it quite easy to adjust and transition into?
No, I think I'd be alright because I got really good footwork. I'm used to when I enter the ring. I'm not a back foot fighter. I can go to back foot if I wanted to. So I think the ring will suit me even more, to be honest with you.
Okay. Just thought to ask that question, because many people had different answers to that already. So I thought let's ask you as well. So. Yeah. Talking about October the 12th, I'm guessing you're excited, and you've been going into your training camp, and how is everything been going? Because you said to me just moments ago that you're quite tired, so I'm guessing it's going quite well. If it's making you tired,
good. Yeah, you say every camp's your best camp so far, but this one's definitely the best camp so far. I've been able to train them for 3 to 4 hours a day, which is starting to take its toll on me a bit now, because obviously got to cut the weight a little bit as well. On top of working 8 hours a day, it's hard graft. So I had a little crash this afternoon. I trained twice this morning. But once I trained 5 o'clock this morning. I trained at 1 o'clock. Then I went to the gym just now for 6 o'clock, and I think I'd done about 20 minutes. And I was like, nah, let's call it a day. I'm back in the gym in the morning. I got strength and conditioning at 8. I got jiu-jitsu at 10 o'clock, and then I got sparring at 4, so I got plenty to get on with, so I've had a rest day now. When I say rest day, I've worked hard as it is.
and for all the people who may be watching this for the first time and may not have heard of BYB or any of these fighters before, but it just shows that they're not all on a, they're not all getting this great exclusive contract. They've got to, there's like a hobby for them, and this is something that they would love to do on a regular basis, but they need that actual income, don't they?
The grind you got to put into it, people don't understand. It is mentally torturing, draining, exhausting. You've got to train twice, 3 times a day. You got to work 8 hours a day to pay the bills, because obviously the money is good, but obviously you still got to earn money to cover your bills. You've got 2 young kids, a family. Just try and fit it all in and run your own business. It is hard work. So I can't wait for this fight to be over. Just have a little break, eat some food.
No, absolutely. And, you mentioned it right there because of the fact that, there's a lot of hard grind going into it. And there might be many fighters thinking, oh, I might want to do that. I want to try that. And then they go to it and they think, oh, it's okay, one fight every 6 months or whatever. And then when it gets to, the next levels, it gets more tougher and tougher. And that's, I think, actually, I can't be bothered doing this anymore. I'd rather do whatever I was doing before this.
Yeah, you've got to be committed. And I want to a camp unless I know 110% into my camps. And I know I'm going to come up with a win. You just pointless to a camp half-hearted. If you've got to fight and you want to fight, you put 110% into it. Knowing you put done possibly anything you can to win that fight.
No, I agree. I agree with that. So, on your training camp, then, what's been your, I guess, diet you've been doing then for the past number of weeks or months? Is there one?
Yeah, of course there is. I've been with a good friend who's still my strength and conditioning coach, Tom Radridge. He's been my diet coach the last 3 years. But he's a bodybuilder. So I've been with him. I'm still doing my strength and conditioning with him, but I've changed over now to a performance nutritionist. So it's totally different foods again. I've got a lot more energy. It's basically just eating porridge, chicken and rice, and some rice cakes, and maybe a bit of noodles and chicken in the night. Other than that, it's the same thing all the time. Just to have basic foods, I'm just missing my Chineses, my pizzas, my McDonald's, my cake.
So I'm guessing there's no cheap days to have those in then, no? It's all chicken. It's all chicken.
No, all chicken. All chickens, all protein.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the most important because that helps your muscles and gets your mind ticking as well, for all the mind games to be played in the fights. And have you found any weaknesses for your opponents as well as you've been training for this fight?
As in what way, sorry?
Weaknesses of how you're going to be able to get the best of him when you get in there.
Yeah, we got a game plan. We always got a game plan. Every fight is different. So obviously Scott's a very well known BKB boxer. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's done well to get where he is. So there's a lot of videos of him, and I watched his last fight. I was up there actually watching it. And I know the way he boxes. He's changed the way around a couple of times. So yeah, I got my strategy and I got my game plan in mind, and I've been working hard this camp at it. So yeah.
Well, do you think as well that he may throw some surprises towards your way?
He could well do it. Everyone's different. He could well come out as a different fighter, but he's been the same kind of. He has gone up to a different pro gym, and he has become a better boxer. But I do believe I am a more technical boxer than him.
Yeah.
So we'll see on the day.
Yeah. I would not want to mess with the Welsh because you are some crazy fighters down in
Yeah, we've got some good
Wales.
fighters this side of the pond. Yeah, we have got some good talent.
You do, and I'm guessing you have a good backing as well. If your Welsh fans welcome you, fund you all up to Leeds, I guess, as well to cause some havoc.
It is a struggle as well, because it is a 5-hour trek. Like the O2 London, it is a struggle to get people up there because it is expensive every time you go to London O2. Leeds is a nightmare. Believe it or not, the train tickets to Leeds are 4 times more expensive than they were to go to London.
Oh, wow.
Just can't get over it. So they're trying to organise buses for people, like mini buses for people, there and back, and selling tickets. That's just another stress on top again. But I've managed to do my tickets, and I'm happy with what I've done. So That's what matters.
And I guess as well that shows you the community comes together and of course the representatives come together and get something sorted because they see that the ridiculous prices for train tickets and when you buy a train ticket nowadays, most of the time these trains either come late or don't even turn up at all, don't they nowadays?
I know. For instance, right, when I go to London, I got to pay for 5 train tickets for me, my partner, and my coaches. It cost me £360 normally to London Paddington from Swansea,
Wow.
4.5 hours. When the book it for Leeds the other night, it was £1,700.
Wow.
It was a massive difference, and I was like, I'm not paying that.
Yeah,
so,
that's just
I'll be driving up.
Yeah.
It is expensive to get up there.
It is. It's just mind blowing. You
think because it's London, it'd be expensive. And Leeds. I'm not saying that Leeds is the same roughly distance, 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And they quadruple the price.
Yeah, and that's not even the capital city either, is it?
I know it was cheaper. It was actually cheaper to fly there.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Crazy. But speaking about the O2 though, I mean, like with BYB, able to sell out O2 London, who'd have thought that? Like some of you being able to, be a part of now as well, part of that history.
It was a hell of a buzz fighting the O2 because it was the O2, it was London. It was a good buzz fighting up there. I will miss that place. I love fighting up there. I fought up there 3 times. I loved every fight up there. The atmosphere up there is great. Just the whole round trip with it. It's amazing. So I'm fighting something totally different now. I'm fighting Scott in his own backyard.
Yeah.
In Leeds. So I'm the underdog once again. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yep, and you may get a lot of booze as well in Leeds.
I will get a lot of booze. Yeah, I will get a lot of booze because obviously I'm fighting him in his hometown. He's got quadruple amount of fans I got. But I'll avoid all that and I'll walk straight in that ring and I'll have my mindset.
Yeah, avoid the crowd. All the noise, just focus on the job, get over and done with, and then I guess as quickly as you came in, get back out before you get harassed by all the Leeds fans who are supporting the hometown boy.
I know, but the crazy thing is, the place we're fighting, John Charles Sports Arena.
Yeah.
John Charles is actually a football legend. He's actually from Swansea.
Oh, perfect. So you got a little bit behind you there. You got a little bit of luck coming your way, then, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a little bit of history there.
Yeah.
So
love it. So you mentioned about your trainer, I guess, who's helping you with your diet as well, and being a bodybuilder. Is that something you might be going into in the months or years to come, or is that not nothing you want to do?
Nah, I love my food too much. I only diet food camps. Yeah. But that's what I am planning. My actual boxing coach is Jason Williams, so he's class. He knows his shit. He's turned me into a good fighter. Again, we've changed stuff up again this camp, and him and his son Keenan. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great night, and if you are able to get the result you're looking for, how will you go and celebrate in Leeds?
I would say go and have a drink, but I will have a drink. But I'm more looking forward to a piece of cake first.
Yeah, don't blame me there. What's your go-to? What's your go-to?
Say, my friend, believe it or not, runs a restaurant round here, and she brings me a full-size cheesecake up. So that's the first thing I eat after the fight, and then whatever I get, because I always fight late. It's hard, and all the restaurants are closed and that. Oh, it's a nightmare. So I tend to go for a couple of drinks or whatever, get my hands on food first, then I stuff my face back in the hotel.
Yeah, well, I guess you could always reach out to like Big Mo or Mike Goldberg because they've been out to a lot of different fights late at night, and one time Mike Goldberg told him about how he got stuck here in Manchester at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the Mancunians, they know how to have a party at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sure.
Well, Leeds are going to be different because in the O2, once you're stuck in the London O2, there's not a lot there. It all closes quite early. So at least in Leeds, they have a kebab shop open late, and they will be in a pizza kebab or a lot if they're going in the restaurant.
Well, I'm just saying, as I was going to say was as in Leeds, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things still open. Compared to Manchester when things are starting to close and then reopen for the business side of things. But while in Leeds, there's like a 24/7 city, isn't it?
Yeah. So I can't wait. I haven't been to Leeds yet either so I am really looking forward to it.
Never just gone there just out of tourism.
I have, believe it or not, I've been there when I was about 16. I went there to work in a dentist. Not to be a dentist, but I was doing some building work. But I can't remember the place.
Yeah, fair enough. Imagine you could be called your nickname as a dentist instead.
Yeah.
But talk about your nickname as well, because it's a cool nickname you have, and tell the audience about and how you came up with it. Was it your idea, or did someone help you come up with it?
No, believe it or not, it come from football. Back when I played football all my life, and I was called I had a nickname called the Wall in defence because no one could ever get past me.
Yeah, I can see why.
And then I was a tough old cookie, and then I don't know, something come across. I started having fights and I started knocking people out. Don't ask me why. And then my nickname changed from the War, the Rocky, and ever since then it's stuck with me. And yeah, so that's where that's come from.
Oh, I love it. I love that. But I mean, they are bringing back though on the BBC, I believe, called I can't remember the show, but it's called Bring On the War. So
yeah,
would you take part in that show? Hence, you're the War.
Oh, you've got to take part in anything.
Good man. Because of course, there's a lot of great competitions for you out there. If you decide to, wrap this up and decide, I've done what I want to do in this sport, let's try something new and challenge yourself. Is there any other sports which are maybe grasping towards you?
I admit it's hard work. Like I need to achieve my dream goals. I've set out that so far I've achieved. I want to get this world title. I want to get into the Hall of Fame. Hopefully, depending on my fights I can have. I will fight in America. And then I have got 2 young kids, which are only 2 and 4, and I'm missing out a lot of the time of their lives at the minute. I don't want to regret it growing up. So, like they basically haven't seen me for the last good few weeks because I'm out in the morning. My partner, she's an fairness, she's like a rock. She's looking after the kids all through the day, doing the school runs. As soon as I come back for a door from work, I have a bit of food. I'm straight back to the gym. Time I come home, to sleep in. It's the same routine every day. I don't get to see the kids at all, and it's not fair on them. They're missing me, and I'm missing them. So I'm going to take a little break as well, and spend some time with them before I will be gutted when I'm older.
Exactly, because you miss those cherished moments which you will never get again.
Yeah, of course. And my partner, she's sick to death of it now. Although she loves me doing it, but it's a struggle for her as well because she misses me.
Yeah, to help out, I guess.
Yes, definitely. And she works herself as well. So, yeah.
No, it's hard. It is hard. I do agree with you there. You mentioned just then about fighting in America. Is there a particular city you would love to fight in front of, or anywhere in the US?
Anywhere in the US, just a trip out there would be amazing. I know I've got the trip in my fight deal with BYB in the next free fight deal I've done with them. So anywhere out there, I don't mind. It's just a trip and the experience.
Yeah. I think you do quite well over there. I think the Americans will support you. I think many of them can relate to you probably.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I agree.
So yeah, I look forward. My coach, believe it or not, Jason Williams, he actually coaches 2 boys over there from the UK. Via WhatsApp, FaceTime, or Sky, whatever it's called, in the Bareknuckle scene. He got 2 boys in the BKFC, and it's mad how he trains them all online over there.
Well, it's a shame that the technology nowadays is so improved that you can be anywhere in the world and you're able to give the best advice and the best training possible, and then they can still go and perform as if it was all been done in person.
Yeah, it's bonkers. My coach, he cornered them via FaceTime in the BKFC event. And he was on the corner on his phone from the UK. And there's another guy in the corner holding the phone. But the second time round, they stopped it. They won't let him do it.
Oh, wow.
So, it was mental.
It is mental. It is. So you mentioned a few goals as well, and I'm sure you're going to reach one of them on October the 12th because that's going to be very important for you. Yes,
that's it. No, I've been fast tracked to get me. I worked hard to get where I am. In 4 fight, this will be my 4th fight. If I win a world title in my 4th fight, I'd be extremely proud of myself.
You'd be one of the fastest rising stars, I think, in the BYB history, I guess now, because since you took over it.
Definitely. Look at the rank. My mate sent me the ranking system yesterday because I'm good mates with James Lilly, and he's in the BKFC. He's a lot more fights than me. but he's a very good fighter. He's helped me out massively this camp with sparring. And I was ranked 6th in the world and 1st in the UK for my weight division at the minute.
Yeah, in the middleweight division, I guess the biggest middleweight division is the best. All the divisions in the BYB are the best. They've got some phenomenal talent. I think it's been the best since they've took over the BKB to get into the UK scene now and able to discover these up and coming stars. I did see a documentary, which I think aired a few years ago, but I just saw it recently on a recording from Natural Geographic of a lady. I can't remember her name, but she went to a Bareknuckle event, and then did some interviews with the fighters and some of the promoters about do you think it's a bit scary that this sport is getting so popular now, and that more people want to get into the underworld to try and get noticed by those mainstream companies, like for instance BYB. What is your take on this? Do you think that's a good idea to get the next generation of talent, or do you think that they should come from a more of a professional way into the sport?
Come from more professional. It's up to them. They got to prove themselves. Come from more professional way, because like Jim and Joe say, they have loads of messages saying like, I'm ready. I've had X amount of fights, 70 videos, and then the load of garbage. I mean, you got to try and get a name for yourself first. On good shows. It's the fastest growing combat sport that is out there at the minute. I find people find it so exciting because it's so brutal and it's so fast, and it's definitely taken over. It's like when you watch cage fighting, sometimes you watch it for 5 minutes and then there's wrestling on the floor for 5 minutes. You get bored. Same with glove boxing, it can get a bit boring with this. It's constant brutalness and excitement, and it's really, really good.
No, it is. It is. I completely agree with you, because I feel like boxing nowadays, it's kind of gone a bit stale. Same with some cage fighting as well. When you go on the floor, or there's a lot of hugging going on.
Yes,
it's quite boring and tiring. While this sport is
intense.
Exactly. From the moment the bell rings to the moment the bell rings again, it's intense. You don't know what's going to happen, and it takes you to the edge of your seats. And
you go to all the shows. Then there's no one person that you fight. There's no one person that's sitting there on the arse. They all jumping in the air. It's just like wow, and you can hear every crunch, crack. It is brutal to watch.
Yeah, it is. Why do you think there's been a lot more of a buzz recently in the last year or so in this particular sport? What do you think has made it special?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's just something different, isn't it? I mean, everyone's been used to watching this normal boxing, UFC and stuff, and then this popped along and started growing, and it's getting more recognised now, and people are starting to love it. You know what I mean? And the more you'd be surprised how many people are watching it now, and it's getting mental, and people are loving it. They can't wait to watch the next one.
Yeah, no, I agree. And there's a few celebrities now as well jumping on the bandwagon of BYB, which is cool to see. You had Shaq O'Neal, for instance, basketball legend, watching the shows. You've got, of course, Mike Goldberg from the UFC days, the voice of the UFC. You got Big Mo, who's doing big things in the boxing world as well. Still doing BYB shows when he can. You've also got, of course, Danielle from the wrestling as well, from WWE, also now doing the, backstage interviews, etc. as well, which is a big deal. It brings more credibility to the company.
And that's it, that's great. I just got at the right time where we just growing, we just want to go big now to win this world title now, and I've got it at the right time, and hopefully, and it all kicks off really big.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it will, because it's the fastest rising sport. Just like another fastest rising sport was many years ago, UFC. I remember that we used the same terminology, saying the fastest rising mixed martial arts company, and now I can hear the same words again. The fastest bare knuckle boxing sport is going through to the roof. It's just lit, and it's great. It's just fantastic.
And it's accurate. It's got 90% stop your race age. I mean, we went the last show in Cardiff. I went up to watch it because obviously it was the first one in Wales. Well, the first since we emerged, and so I went to watch it. And I think one fight went to full distance. The first fight. Other than that, every fight was maximum second round, third round. There was no fights going to full distance, and I don't think they ever will. To be honest with you, you'd be lucky you get one fight that goes to full distance on each show.
Yeah, it's quite rare because of of how much it's intense, as you said before, and how much each fighter wants to get that W to move on into those rankings to get that opportunity for the titles.
Yeah, correct.
I'm liking your merch you're wearing for this interview, by the way.
Yeah,
Plugging.
I had this new one. I done a filming media day. We had a media day. When was it? Tuesday. Just gone up in Boone in James Canary's gym. So I had over 2 interviews. I had an interview earlier with Americans again. I went training, but obviously didn't break a sweat. So I haven't changed my top yet. So I've kept it on all day.
Yeah, I don't blame
Well,
you. I'm liking the plug. You know, I do like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice
you
to
got
keep
to.
it on. I got the hat as well, but the hat doesn't really suit me, so I'll keep the hat off.
Well, I learned something new, and I've never seen the hat. I've always seen the shirts. I've never seen the hat before. So
Well, I had a hat. I had a hat when he first emerged. A black. We had a red top, bright red top, and the badge, and we had a hat. And I put it in the washing machine, just and tumble dryer, and it shrunk.
Oh no!
So now I got this one, and I keep it nice and clean on top of my wardrobe.
Yeah, don't be putting it in a tumble dryer again. You might make that.
Yeah, I
shrink.
don't want to put it in tumble dryer, but yeah, it's horrendous. It's tiny.
Hilarious. So, if things go as well as you expect them to go after this fight on October the 12th, is there anybody in your rear window you're looking at getting into the ring with, or in the triangle, as they say in the BYB?
No, not really, because obviously I'm not really hooked on with the Americans yet. You know, Scott's the biggest name over here at the minute, about my weight, so I want to get Scott out the way first, and then I'll be looking on and to see who's the best in America.
Right. So it's all steam ahead to America after Scott.
Yes.
Ah, interesting. I like that.
Well, there is a show in February in Cardiff, which I didn't really want to do because I want to enjoy Christmas. But
yeah,
at the
but
same
it's like basically your hometown, though.
hometown, and everyone's like, "You've got to fight Never Rock. We want to come and see you," because obviously some of them can't make the Leeds show. It's because of instances. Some of them never can come to London because of the cost issues of getting up there. You got to stay up for the night, the money you got to spend. So it's right on my doorstep, Cardiff. It's 45 minutes up the road. So it's going to be hard to say no, but
exactly.
I also want to enjoy Christmas with my kids at the same time. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, well, I think you'd be a fool if you were not a part of that show in February in Cardiff, because you know, as you say, as people have been telling you, it's just down the road from you. You know,
I know. It all depends how big my Christmas dinner is.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe just have a diet. Have a diet Christmas dinner for a change. But I mean, you know, if you think about it, listen to that atmosphere. If you walk through, as you know already, when you walk through in Cardiff, through that audience, and you'd be the loudest person probably being cheered in that whole night.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, the amount of tickets I'll be able to sell back home is unbelievable. You know, it is a struggle. So you're away to London and Leeds. Like, you know, I managed to do 70 tickets this time round. 70 is a lot considering the time, and it all costs money. Like, it's not a cheap weekend for someone to go, because no one's going to drive up there 5 hours back, and you know what I mean? He wants to go up there, stay up there at night, and yeah. I really can't say no to the Cardiff one. So
no, you can't, and as well because in Leeds it's October, end of October. You know, start of October, and it's getting. And this was past week. I don't know where you are, but over there in Manchester, it's very very chilly. You know, very windy. So autumn's here now.
I know. I get up at 5. Well, I get up about 4 in the morning. I'm in the gym by 5 every morning, and I feel like getting colder and colder. Normally, I don't have heaters on the van going to the gym in the morning, but they've started coming on now. They have.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous hot now, and you're turning the heat up for the fight on October the 12th, when you gotta do so at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I bet you when you're going to the gym at that time in the morning, I bet it's still dark as well now compared to maybe last month or even 2 months ago, where it used to be sun.
I know, it's bizarre. Still, you put your lights back on now in the morning. It's mental. It's like, where's the time gone, man? The years just flying by. It's crazy. Time just goes too quick.
It is. So, before we let you go, is there anything you would like to mention on here, as I might not have mentioned, which you think is very important to get off your chest? I will give you the final words.
No, not really. Just all the best of luck to Scott. I got all the most respect for him. We got no blood. After it, obviously we have a good drink, let the best man win. Massive shout out to all my sponsors. Without you guys, this camp would not be possible. Thank you to everyone who bought tickets. Massive thank you to all my coaches, and mainly to my wife for taking a look after my kids for me once again for the camp. Yeah, it's been amazing, and I can't wait to get it over with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It happens on October the 12th when BYB 32 invades the Leeds Brawl. And I guess you can find out more information on the BYB social medias, BYB Extreme on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube, and either on their own website as well. Find out more information on how you can be there when they invade Leeds for the first time, I think, as well, isn't it? First time for BYB to invade.
First time, yeah, we're starting to move around a bit now. We are, they got shows everywhere now. They're trying to move around, they're doing different cities now. They're trying to grow and expand, which is happening, and it's working. So, yeah, first show in Leeds, and then they're back in Wolverhampton in November, and then back in Cardiff in February.
Yeah.
So I'm moving around a bit now, yeah.
Yeah, you know where one place they need to come to, by the way, Liam, and that's the best city in the UK. That is Manchester, indeed.
I know. I love to come. I still haven't actually been to Manchester. Me and my partner are thinking of booking it for Christmas, because it's supposed to be amazing on Christmas times up there. So we are looking forward, looking into it.
And
it's supposed to be a good night out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it is. And it's a place to be, and the BYB needs to realise that and come to Manchester. I think they're scared to come to Manchester. I think they're scared of the Mancunians who will show up for a BYB event.
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah, I don't come over yet.
So, yeah, it'd be nice if we move around a bit more now. We're starting to move around, like you said, it's always been in the O2 London, but I think I do have that stop, and we're starting to move city to city. So, yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting, and let's continue to grow, and best of luck to you, by the way, on October the 12th. Hope you can keep your undefeated record going strong for another fight and make it 5 as well soon.
Yes, that's correct. I will be.
Cool. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy your night, and hope you get some sleep, as I know you're pretty tired, as you said before, so I won't want to keep you anymore, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for
your
time.
You're welcome. I hope you'll come back on again soon.
I will. I'll speak to you soon after the fight.
Yes, I look forward to that. Take care.
Ta-ra, mate.
Bye. If you enjoyed that episode with my guest Liam this evening, make sure to smash the like button, share the video around, tell everybody about Liam and the BYB, and make sure you're there on October the 12th in Leeds for BYB 32. It's going to be an historic night, first time ever to come to Leeds, and you want to be there for all the history-making fights and moments, because if you're not going to be there, then you can be squared. And of course, until the next episode, again, whenever that will be, of course, we are in works with a few possible guests. I won't go to name them, because if I name them, then it might not happen. So I don't want to name them just yet. So stick around my social media to find out who they're going to be. But until then, I hope you all will check out more of my content, because you should. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. We've got over 271 subscribers as of tonight, which is fantastic. Don't know why that is, but people love my content, I guess. I don't know why, but we can't wait for more guests to come on. We've got some more things in the pipeline, and keep BYB rolling, and it's lit, and it's a pleasure to be involved with the fighters, and we're gonna have more fighters coming on as well, maybe before October 12th, who knows, but you have to stick around to find out who'll be on the show next. But until the next episode, enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening.